Animal Crossing Pocket Camp was unveiled recently by Nintendo, bringing the cutesy, slow-paced, idyllic world of Animal Crossing to your phones, and along with it, a darker side in the form of known loan shark Tom Nook. Tom Nook has been running a thinly veiled racket since 2001, leading residents into servitude via a monopoly on house building and extension work, charging overinflated prices, sending those residents into seemingly never-ending debt, and enticing those who have managed to pay into further, larger debts. As his popularity grew, Nook eventually took the step of bringing in his nephews, mere children, in to run his shop while he expanded fully into real estate. And now, Tom Nook is diversifying further, accepting real-world money in exchange for his new Leaf tokens, his latest attempt to keep us dependent and spending. In Pocket Camp, we are given the wholesome task of building our own campsite. It is at this point we say hello to Cyrus the alpaca, along with his wife and business partner Reese. Cyrus first came to prominence as an upcycler of sorts, taking old furniture and reupholstering it for customers. In Pocket Camp, Cyrus has a new role, that of a builder. If you want an amenity constructing for your campsite, Cyrus is your sole choice. Nook builds the houses, Cyrus builds the campsites. Amenities take time to build. Time passes in the world of Animal Crossing as it passes in our world. 72 hours there is 72 hours here. Fair enough. Good work takes time. But here's where the scam begins, as Tom Nook encourages you to use his Leaf tokens to pay Cyrus to prioritise his building work. Alarm bells ring instantly. Is this a bribe to encourage Cyrus to ignore health and safety laws? To cut corners and rush his work? This is an exploitative practice and bound to cause accidents, sooner rather than later. And if not Cyrus, then some poor, innocent animal is going to get hurt. This is taking place on an active campsite after all. Having bought and used Leaf tickets, would you be able to look Peanuts the squirrel in the eye and explain how her leg got broken by falling scaffolding? Would your apology be enough for her pain? Then, take a closer look at these Leaf tickets. I wasn't sure of their status as a legally recognised tender in Animal Crossing. To me, they sounded like a company scrip, money that could only be spent in an employer's store, a method of ensuring loyalty that is illegal within the UK. You may say to yourself that it's okay. Animal Crossing is not within the UK or the US or even Japan. It is a place without a country, but upon using the government-endorsed currency of your country, you are subject to their laws in regards to that currency. So is Tom Nook using your impatience and money to fund his Leaf ticket scam? A scam that would see Cyrus and any other Animal Crossing resident who falls into the scheme become dependent on this new form of money, essentially slaves to Nook and his expanding empire. My investigation had turned sinister, but then, as I aired my concerns via Twitter, I received a tip that turned my investigation on its head. I was flawed. I had been so sure that Cyrus was a poor exploited worker, but could it be he and Nook, our partners? Could it be Cyrus is artificially slowing down work to encourage the real marks, people like you and me, to give their money to Nook, feeding on our own impatience to see the work completed? I knew I had to dig into Cyrus's background. Almost immediately, alarm bells rang. Cyrus's entry on the Animal Crossing wiki gives us a glimpse into his character. He is described as being both aggressive and jealous, and while that doesn't mean he's engaged in any sort of scam, it did give me an indication that I was on the right track. And while most animals I talked to refused to comment on Cyrus, I did find one resident familiar with Cyrus who would speak to me. For the purposes of this interview, their identity has been disguised. I had it. Corroboration that Cyrus was involved in illegal activity. I knew why no one was talking, but still, it was not proof that Cyrus the alpaca is a willing collaborator or a puppet being used by Tom Nook. Sadly, with no other animals willing to talk, and with Pocket Camp not yet open to the general public, I find my investigation is at a standstill. For now, this video stands as a warning. I will continue to overturn stones in pursuit of the truth, and will update you all when I have new information. But for now, stay safe out there.
Welcome to Animal Crossing Pocket